So let's dive in and begin. So we already talked a little about who are you, photography team right here, and video service. So what's the name of the company? Real Life Media. Real Life Media. We have an insurance gentleman here, someone in the oil and gas industry here. Maybe that's a joke in Houston. I don't know, maybe everybody is, but oil and gas here. So that's who you guys are. And a little bit about myself. The reason I think it's important to talk about myself a little bit is because you may be wondering, who's Ramon? I mean, most of you may have seen me on TV or on the front cover of People magazine or Cosmopolitan. No, not really. But I'll tell you a little bit about who I am, then we'll dive into the presentation. So I'm an entrepreneur, started 4 companies, sold 1. I play the piano. I'm a graduate of the FBI Citizens Academy, a best-selling author, and other things like this. So I'm a business owner just like you all, and I'm sure I know some things you don't know, and I know that you all know a lot of things that I don't know. Trust me. So that's a little bit about me. What else does it say there? I love to help small businesses grow. I'm a speaker, writer, and event producer. And I'm a graduate of the FBI Citizens Academy, and that was a cool period of my life. Anybody know the show 24, Jack Bauer? People who wish they were Jack Bauer, they go there. So that's a fun fact. I also play piano and do puppet shows in developing countries. I used to work at the United Nations until I didn't. And also, I'm really happy to say I worked for the NFL. So that means I can legally say the word Super Bowl, not big game, for 2 weeks. And that was fun. I did that 2 years ago. I had the honor to speak to President Obama, and that was cool, in his first video chat on Google. And so Obama's the guy on the top, not the bottom. That's me, in case you didn't know. So what else to think? A few more. I've already said that. And how this book came to be, this bestseller came to be. Anybody know this guy? Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg called me, I'll never forget it, very cold, 6 years ago. Said, Ramon, well, it wasn't him, his PR team. Ramon, can you help us write a book? And of course, I picked up the phone and said, what? Yes, and wrote a book. And so that's a little bit about me. I think that's it. Well, Smart Hustle magazine, some of you may have had a copy. Do sign up, smarthustle.com. And I think we'll go on, Randall, to the meat of the discussion. We'll ignore that picture. Those of you who are tweeting or sharing this content with others, I'm at Ramon Ray. And definitely share with others at AT&T Small Biz. And hello to our Periscope audience who's watching this live, I think. So that's that. So I'm at Ramon Ray if you're sharing this or tweeting it out. And we'll begin the Attract So Wow presentation. 3 core concepts I want to share with you, and a big shout out to my friend Gloria as well. Hi Gloria, thanks for being here today. So 3 core concepts I want to bring to your attention today. And because of the video, I'm not going to move too far. Usually I come over and shake your hand right now. But it's attract, sell, and wow. That's the concept I want to talk about today. 3 core concepts: attraction strategy, selling strategy, and wowing. And the reason I call it date your leads and marry your customers, how many have ever dated, married, or been in any intimate relationship before with a dog, cat, human, plant, flower, grain, cars, any relationship? Okay, so about half the room. Houston is weird. That's fine. Half the room. So you understand that the concept of dating is a nurturing process, correct? Dating is a nurturing, building a relationship. Marrying is when you close the deal and seal it, right? He's looking to me like, yeah. We'll talk afterwards. I've been married for over 20 years. So don't tell Ronnie I said anything negative, Gloria. So attract, sell, wow. 3-step process I want to share with you all today. So the first step is the attraction phase. And again, we're going to go through this a bit quick because we have such a short amount of time. But I hope today that I can change your mindset. I can change your thinking of how you in the past have gone about selling. How in the past you've gone about getting customers. Because if you can do some of the steps I've done, I think you'll find that tomorrow in your business will be a better day. So we're at the first stage is the attraction phase. And I think as part of the attraction phase, you have to have an understanding that as small business owners, most people don't know about your business. You take your business, most people don't know about it. No matter how that hurts us, you understand what I mean? You're a dime a dozen. I'm a dime a dozen. Most people don't know. Now, if you're a large company such as AT&T, that's a whole different scale. But for very, very small businesses, most people don't know about our spa, our oil and gas, our insurance, except they see your beautiful green bow tie, that they see. But most people don't know about us. And so with this attraction phase, I want to give you some principles with how you can get people to take notice about your business. Okay? So, 3 parts of the attraction phase, are, are targeting, attracting, and collecting leads. So the target phase Many of us target people by demographic. How many here have businesses focused on women entrepreneurs or otherwise? Nobody in Houston? Wow. Thank you. One person. In the Northeast, we have that a lot, I guess. How many have businesses focused on men? Okay, okay, good. So, wow, Houston. Maybe I'm not in the right place. I don't know. So, anyways, Periscope. Anybody on Periscope have businesses focused on women-owned businesses? All right. So my point is that many of us focused on demographics. You guys see I'm a black guy. I shave my head once a week. I wear glasses. I have a white shirt. You get my point. We focus on those things. But what about what's going on inside people's heads? For those of you who focused on women's own business, that's a very common thing that people are doing now, which they should do. But all women are not the same, are they? These two ladies right here, one could be Democratic, one could be Republican, one could like pasta, one could like meat. You follow what I'm saying? One could like vanilla, one could like chocolate. You get my point? So it's important, point number one I want to convey, don't target, understand who you're marketing to, but I don't want you only to target based on demographic. That is just the surface. You must go a bit deeper and think, how is my prospective customer thinking? And welcome everyone, you're in the session on Attract, Sell Wow, Date Your Leads, Marry Your Customers, brought to you by Business Circle, brought to you by AT&T. So I want you to think about the psychographic aspects of how people think. The second point of this targeting is I want, many of us have this problem, we're trying to sell to everyone. And I'm going to pick on you two right now because I asked about you first, so these two businesses. So the gentleman sharing insurance and selling insurance. He might, everybody who needs insurance services I want to sell to. I'm saying no. Maybe you should instead focus on males who are in construction or women who are in construction. Or maybe you should focus on new couples. You follow what I'm saying? Focus. Focus, focus. Photography and video services, yeah. It's easy to say we want everybody, but what about people who are doing celebrity weddings? You follow what I'm trying to say? You want to focus on a core part of your business. Because if you're selling to everyone, you'll find that in the end, the essence of really what you're doing is focusing on no one. When you're trying to spread a wide net and focus on everyone, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Another thing I want you to think about is to understand very clearly who is not your target market. No is not a curse word. So many times we're brought up because as kids, right? I'm sure you're probably that kind of kid, right? You want to touch the snow. No, stop it. You want to read. And so by the time you're 5 years old, you hate the word no, right? You can see his face. As I'm saying the word no, he's getting a visceral reaction. But no is not bad in business, right? In business, it's okay to learn to say, no, this is not my target demo. This is not what I do. And this is how you'll have success in your business, by also learning how to say no, learning who's outside of your target market parameter and doing that. So who is not my target market? Second part of this attraction phase now is the attracting interest. This is the part that's important. So now you've targeted, you've brought your target audience down to a certain demographic, a certain psychographic, a certain people, but now you have to really get deep and make that targeting work more. So most of us do marketing by word of mouth, right? How many do word of mouth marketing? Let me ask a better question. I just want to get I'm going to do a level check here. How many are in Houston, Texas right now? Okay, some people still already say, okay, all right. So many of us do word of mouth. We can buy ads, we can do TV, social media, welcome ladies, social media, etc., right? These are a variety of ways that we can attract attention to our business, right? Now we need to get in the face, how can we get people to take notice? I'm here. How do we do that? You can buy ads and etc. One of the best ways to do that, and I bet you know where I'm going, is social media. And I know many people, you hear it, oh yeah, Ramon, we know this, but I guarantee most of you are doing it wrong. And I'm not going to give a whole session today. I think actually there's a social media presentation we have on Business Circle. So you can go bizcircle.att.com and look at the session I did on social media and get help, okay? So we won't dive deep into that. But for small business owners, every one of you needs to be a publisher. You can buy ads, do word of mouth, but I challenge you, for the next 30 to 90 days, you have a publisher's mindset. It will change how you do business. If you need photos, Some here, anybody do social media marketing? Or I know, raise your hand, this gentleman does SEO. And so, but who does social media marketing? Raise your hand. Hi. So look around the room. These are people you can go to get help with your social media, okay? So, a quick tip with how to rock, how to do social media better, and we're going to move on. 4 keys I want you to keep in mind for those who are kind of new to it. Frequency, relevancy, engagement, analytics. Frequency, if you're not there, it doesn't happen. And what I like to say is, how often do you kiss? Second row. How many have kissed anyone or anything in the last, say, 17 years? He raised his hand quick. You're a lover. I like it. Okay, great. So my point is, if you don't kiss, people will think what? That they're not loved. If you kiss too much, though, people will think you're a freak and you can be under arrest, right? But social media is very similar. You need to have some frequency, okay? Relevancy, dude, you make sure you're kissing the right person, okay? Okay? Because you may get slapped or kicked or whatever. So my point is, seriously, relevancy is important. You follow what I'm saying? Why are we here today with AT&T? They want to work with, help small business owners. We're at the Small Business Expo. Relevancy. Third thing is engaging. I've learned that those of you who are tweeting and putting on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat some boring nonsense, and you wonder why you have 2.5 followers, and the half is like your mother, she's not even watching it, because it's boring. You need to be engaging, it needs to rock, and you need to write for the 3-inch screen, the phone screen. We're in a world that does this all day, right? All day long. Don't do that. Don't text and drive. Don't be online and text and drive. Don't do that. Pull to the side of the road. So, point is, 4th is analytics. Measure what you're doing. Measure what you're doing. And I know this guy's a lover, so he probably measures and asks those people, do I kiss well, right? See, he does. But seriously, you can use analytics, your social media, to know. Going back to my example, let's say those who are targeting men businesses, the gentleman there raising hand, right? You may find maybe you have 20% women who are in your funnel. You follow what I mean? And that means you may need to pivot or retarget. So frequency, relevancy, engagement, analytics is kind of Ramon's quick down and dirty way to success on social media. Moving along here. These are just a picture of some engaging content. One tool I use is Canva, C-A-N-V-A. It's a tool, it's free. I use it a lot to do things like this, to make some pretty good images. Just a quick tip for those who don't know, but many people know Canva already. Miss, there's plenty of seats here if you wish to come and have a seat. Another tip for you before we move on, video. Video is very powerful. It's very powerful. 2 kinds of video that every small business owner should have. One is the sizzle video. And Randall, I'm going to step out camera. I can't help myself for 1 second here. One, then I'll come right back. One is the sizzle reel. The sizzle reel is that video. The music is playing. You follow me? Boom, boom. And you're walking. Hi, my name is, what's your name? What is it? Ben. My name is Ben, and I do insurance. Check out my hair. It's slicked back. Well, not in your case, but you follow what I'm saying, right? My point is the sizzle reel that people are going to, and you probably guys do this. You know that with the music and the fans blowing the hairs out there. That's the sizzle reel. The second type of video is what I'll call standard video. That's a video that you do. I did it at 2:30 this morning. I woke up with red eyes, crust in my eyes, and did a video to my team. And Gloria came here. I sent it out to my Houston audience. Some people may be here and saw that video or email. Okay? So video is powerful. It's very powerful. Okay? Moving on. Another tip you can do, and again, we're still in the attraction phase. These are tips you can do to get attention to your business. We're going to move on. Create your own show. A few years ago, me, Gene Marks, and Brent Leary, I have a thing for ugly guys, so 3 of us got together, and we bought a domain, 3techguys.com, and the bottom line of this, we did this show every Monday at 8 p.m., a live show on Google Hangout. Fox News started syndicating it to their website. Anybody can do this. My point is, all small business owners need to be publishers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I speaking in Houston English? Okay. Moving on. Another tip, invest in a personal vanity website. This means you should have something that's a vanity site about yourself. You can see mine at RamonRay.com. It should be about yourself. We'll move on from this because I don't want to get too sidetracked. But these are things to create attention for your business. Last tip. How many love babies? Don't you think they're the most adorable things on the planet? I hate babies on social media. You're a new mom and you have 2 kids and you guys have an ice cream and you're saying, I'm a lawyer. Why do I care about your baby? I don't give a darn about her. And she's probably ugly anyhow. Most babies are born ugly. That's just how it is. So my point is, or things like this. It's nice that you and your boo are in a picture together, but you're saying you're the accountant. Which one is it? So my point is, have a regular standard headshot, not crap like this either. Okay? Get it? And how many do photography here? Raise your hand high. Okay? So you got 2 people right here who help with photography. Okay? Moving on. Third thing is lead collection. Lead collection is very important. How many have been on the proverbial date before? And this is usually a stereotypical lady thing. You're in the bar, wherever you are, and the guy comes up, yo baby, how you doing? Yes, you understand what I'm saying? In Houston, they don't do that? They say, yo mamacita? Okay, I guess they don't. Y'all don't have dating here in Houston. Do y'all have dating here in Houston? No. All the ladies are like, what am I talking? Really? Anyways, the point is, the secret that you want to do is you want to make sure you collect a business card or contact information. Do you understand? You've now targeted. You've now attracted. Now you need to get information. This is hence going back to date your leads, marry your customer. Guys, if the girl gave you a wrong number, game over. That's it. It's a wrap. So you need to go check that number immediately. Okay, so the point is that lead collection is important. And a few tips on that. It's beyond just a business card exchange. But through your website, through social media, in person, you need to begin to collect information from people. Now, how can you do that? One of the ways to do that is with a lead magnet. And if you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's a device, it's an incentive, it's a bribe, it's a hook. It's a fair exchange of information. In this gentleman's case, and lady's case, they may say, you want to learn how to get better pictures. We have a free guide to get better pictures. We'll give you that guide in exchange for your email address so we can market to you a bit more. It's a fair exchange. If you don't want it, unsubscribe. But you want to be, ladies and gentlemen, here, follow me closely. You want to build fans. Build a tribe before you build a client base. Most of you are trying to get a customer, trying to get $1. I'm advocating and saying, don't do that. First, build a fan base, F-A-N-S. Build a tribe. The money will come after. Do you follow me? You agree with me on that? Social media, see, she said it herself. So my point is that this is most important first and foremost. Keep turning me down more and more and more. Oh my God, I guess a little bit. All right. So, a lead magnet should have what? More value, be specific, short, sweet, to the point, and you can get the slides again at the AT&T Business Circle site. But the point is, a lead magnet, it has to be substantive, well designed, something good. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but you want that thing that's saying, hey, in exchange for your information, can I do this? And why do I call it date your leads? In the proverbial sense. Why do guys say, can I buy you a drink? Why? Whatever you said sound good. I couldn't hear too well, but I'm sure that was it. Did she say right? Okay, good. So, because they want your number, they want to sit with you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Houston is much different than, I guess, New Jersey. I guess here they don't date, they don't go to, well, it's a weird place. Anyways, next thing is design matters. Many of you are typing something up in Word, hitting print, black and white, coffee stains on it, and you think people want to give you a business card for that crap? No. So most of you, half the room here, brush your teeth at least. We should look good in our material. So moving on, how many are designers, you're graphic artists here? Okay, 1. Be proud. Don't be shy. See, okay, graphic artists and graphic artists right here. Okay, next point, a tip for your lead attraction efforts. 5 words that I want you to immediately delete, assassinate, and get rid of. 5 words. When you wake up in the morning, yes, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. That's a true statement. But nobody wants to subscribe to a dumb email newsletter. Nobody. What they do want is the photography and video report. That they want. They do want Business Circle. They do want 10 things you should do before you die. And point number 9 is get insurance. Am I right? Thank you. and get a green bow tie if that works for you. Do you follow what I'm saying? People don't want to subscribe to an email newsletter. They want information. Your guide, the daily design guide. You follow what I mean? Not subscribe to my email newsletter. Nobody wants that. Okay? So I hope that helps. Now we're going to move on to the next phase, and this is the selling phase. Now I can hear in your Houstonian voices, great. This is where you're going to tell how to suck money from people. No, I'm not. Stop. No, we're not going to do that yet. Here goes. So the selling phase, in my opinion, is really all about education. It's about more validation. This is what the selling phase is all about. It's about people who are saying, I want to buy your product or service. I'm interested in what you have. Don't ask for their credit card or them to buy quite yet. Do a little bit more education. And again, for those who just come in, you can find all this on the Business Circle site. The website address is on your bags. My Twitter handle is at Ramon Ray, RamonRay, and at AT&T Small Biz. Great. So we have a lot of people who are coming in on Periscope, and a big shout out to Chef Jolie. Thanks for being with us today, and please do retweet and share information. Chef Jolie, and I hope I can taste some of your food if you are indeed that kind of chef. So you're educating, not pitching. You want to make sure you keep that in mind, okay? The sale process now, this is where it gets critical, whether you get that money or not, whether you pay your rent or not. You're not trying to sell quite yet in stage one. You're educating. You're thinking about, what does this person care about? What makes them, what's most valuable to them? Do you understand? Any sales professionals here? Sales, okay. So some of you, okay, a few of you. So you want to see these guys to get deeper into the sales. I'm not a sales guru per se, but is my principles right? Say yes. Good. Because if you just said no, I'd have been highly embarrassed, and they would have stopped the video right now. So what do people care most about? The sales process is really understanding that prospects have a need for your product or service. You understand? Prospects have a need for your product or service. So when you're selling, you're just gently reassuring and re-educating that they indeed needed what you had for sure. Do you understand? This is important, not to try to go in for the kill and grab money. Okay? Keep this in mind. Now, here's where the money part comes in. Understanding the mindset or the sales cycle that your customer is in. And some of you, again, who are in sales know this better than me, but you have the awareness, consideration, recommendation, different stages of where the customer is in a buying cycle. Okay? Understanding now where they are and how to educate them accordingly. Do you understand? You're selling, again, going back to photography services and video services, are they just now fishing for prices? Do they really have a bar mitzvah coming up next month and need it? You know, can they afford it? You follow me? Understanding that. Then you can understand when do you say it's $500 for the package. Okay? So understand that. Again, if you don't have sales books or things you're reading, I suggest you check out some sales literature and definitely go to the Business Circle site and digest some of our sales information there. I really suggest you do that. And again, a big shout out to those who are watching us on Periscope. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for retweeting. We really appreciate what you're doing, and hope you're learning. Hope you're listening. I hope I'm not talking too fast for the internet. So, third point is the close. This is the close. Many of us as small business owners, what do? I don't know. Anybody? Could you come here for 1 second, miss? Yeah. So here's how we normally do it. Now this is all the money I have in the world, so you can come right here. Yeah. So what's your name? This is Brittany. Can we say hi, Brittany? Hi, Brittany. You can say hi to them too.
Hi.
And Brittany, what do you do?
I am at Capital Finance.
What?
Capital Finance.
Brittany's in Capital Finance. So I'm gonna buy Capital Finance from you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you the money. You're gonna say thanks, and you're gonna leave. Okay? So thank you. I'm interested in your service. Thank you so much. How do I feel inside? I feel dead. I feel empty, don't I? Now let's try it again. Now here's this one. I'm going to pay for the service, and Brittany's going to go, thank you so much. I'm glad you're going to do that. Huh? Okay? So now I'm interested in buying your service, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your business.
Oh, you're welcome. And she's going to give me a hug and a kiss, and oh, no, Mr. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. But do you see the difference? Silly example, but you see the difference? Many of us take money from our customers digitally or in person, and do the first thing Brittany did. We got the money, we're done. But instead, what I'm advocating is make even the buying process a warm exchange. Let people feel good. This is important. So make sure it's not just an exchange of money. Because when people are exchanging their hard-earned money, that's their time behind it, is it not? That's their college kids' fund. That's their food. So make it a warm experience. I mean, you can look at this picture right here. Doesn't this guy look like he's saying, I am so happy to give you my money? He's almost in tears. You can feel it, right? Well, not quite. The guy in the house like, well, maybe. Okay, so moving on. How can you turn a transaction into a relationship? How can you make that warm feeling occur? Here's a few tips and a few thoughts from me. And we're going to come to the third point, and then I'd love to take your questions. Hopefully I'll have some answers. Maybe some of you on Periscope have questions. Please ask, but nothing difficult. Don't try to stump Ramon in public, please. So one, what about giving a gift? That's one thing you can do. And the gift doesn't have to be expensive. But how about at the exchange of money, say, hey, thanks. Here's a photo album, by the way, for the pictures we're going to be giving to you. You understand what I mean, right? Whatever you're doing, make it something useful, okay? Make it something informative. People feel special. People bought your branding services. Maybe you're giving them a well-designed mug. I'm making it up, but you understand. Make it of interest. Give a gift. Another thing you can think of, now this is simple, and this you can even make more money. What about a welcome introductory phone call? Follow me. You're selling services. Let's take your insurance services again, or capital finance services. Somebody bought from you. Now, maybe Brittany, you have an admin, call them and say, hey, thanks for closing with Brittany. I just wanted to call and tell you how the next 30 days are going to look. You follow what I mean? Doesn't that feel awesome? It makes you feel big or important. And even if it's not something you have to do, just make that happen. It's another excuse to touch the person, right? All those fake politicians, what's one thing they do very well? One thing they do well is this. Thank you. Right? They touch the hand and all that, right? They do that to develop a connection, okay? So my point is, an introductory phone call, and by the way, when you make that phone call, if you do it a few times a year, you're getting closer to your customer, okay? So that was educate, offer, and close. Make sense? Okay. And then, could somebody just shout out the time we have? It's 12:45 to 1:30, I think, is it? Or, okay, 1:30, thanks. So the third part of this is now the wow part. Can we say that together? Because I get excited. Can we all say together, wow? Periscope guys, I'm sorry, I know y'all don't hear that. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Wow! Doesn't that make you excited? I guess because I'm from like the New York area, we're just excited people. Okay, so moving on. So the wow part is very important. Question here? Great. Okay, please. Okay, we have a question from Periscope. Here it goes.
What's the best social media piece of content you've seen personally?
That I've seen. Okay, great. So the question is, what's the best? And thank you for asking that question. And who was it? Did we see it? Okay, so somebody on Periscope, thanks for the question. So the question was asked, and we'll take questions at the end for you all, but Periscope people can ask on demand. What's the best social media content that I've seen? Correct? So I would say the best social media content in general is content that does two things. One, it's not about the sender. It's about the other person. Most time we forget that. Take a look at what Gary Vaynerchuk is doing. Let's give Gary Vaynerchuk some love. At Gary V. If you don't know him, sorry. He's been giving a lot. Now he's trying to sell his book, right? So my point is that, one, it's not about you, what you're doing. It's about somebody else. That's point one. The second thing, it's as engaging as can be. Those are the two things that I would say the best success on social media. Every time you post, make it something that you have an image in your mind of the person you're sending it to. What would they like? My wife is an example. She is blowing up on Instagram, and she's not even trying. I mean, 10 o'clock at night, oh, look, I got to do an Instagram post to my people. She's had phone calls. I mean, it's really interrupting our marriage. Don't tell her that. It's really bad. No, I'm just teasing, not that bad. But, okay, good question on Periscope, and keep the questions coming. Thank you. So, third leg of this is the wow. The wow is what I think is most important, because it's the thing that we don't keep in mind enough. We often forget about the wow factor. And this is important. If you want to make more money in business, isn't it easier, instead of trying to get money from strangers, to get money from somebody else, to get money from somebody who's already bought from you? Isn't it easier? Right, so the wow factor. 1, deliver and wow more than promised. Your mama taught you this. You know this already. You've already learned this. But deliver and wow more than you've promised. So many times we say, we'll do this, and what do? We give subpar, or we give just what we said. I'm challenging you, deliver more than promised. Sounds simple, but that's the way to win results. I try to do that in my business. I try to do it with engagements with my customers, with my clients. Try to give more than I say I'll do. Try, okay? Second thing, thank you cards. Thank you cards are important. Very important to say thank you to people. How many send thank you cards? There's a service that I use called Postable, P-O-S-T-A-B-L-E. Postable is an awesome online service to send thank you cards automatically. And again, how many here send thank you cards? Raise your hand high. Okay. So the other, like 75% of you just are ungrateful wretches. That's terrible. That's terrible. Shame on you. Okay. Think about it. $5 is not a lot of money. There's a lot you could do for $5 or less to say thank you to someone. And you don't know how far a simple thank you goes, especially when someone's paying you to do something. So my challenge to you is, I'm not going to go through this now, I want to take questions, but think, for $5 or less, what could you do to wow a customer, and not just a Starbucks gift card? Everybody says that all over the country. So, second thing I want you to understand is this aspect of an emotional bank account. Now, business, we can say all day long, it's altruistic. It's not. How many here like to make money? Raise your hand high. Okay. How many here like to make a profit? Okay, great. Some of you, okay, good. I like this. So Houston, maybe they're not responsible, but money and profits, Houston people, legit, they got that down. So here's the king about an emotional bank account. When you're in business, you and I are in business. You told me thanks for my kid's birthday. You baked me something. You followed me. I'm your customer. Now, two things. If you accidentally make mistakes, like you were at my wedding and forgot to turn the video camera, well, I'm not gonna forgive you for that. No. Let me get something easier. But you get my point. The negative came later, whatever. All that love you've been giving me, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna say that's okay, right? Isn't that human nature? So that's one aspect of an emotional bank account. It'll save your skin in need be. The second thing, it is a price lock-in mechanism. In this day and age, when prices are being reduced, when we're all tight for money, the emotional love you've been giving me, you follow me? The next person who comes and says, oh, we can give photography video services for 2% off, I'm gonna laugh. What's that mean? I'm tied, heart, you follow me? So those are two things to keep in mind with establishing an emotional bank account. You don't have to be so price sensitive to market conditions. You can command a premium rate because your service is so good, your emotional connectivity is so rock solid that price is secondary or not even an issue. Does it make sense? And I want you to keep this in mind. Show more love to people. Now, sometimes you may have your significant other saying, why are you showing more love to clients than me? That's a whole nother story. Whole nother story. Trust me. So, some customer touch points. Customer touch points, I want you to understand. These are excuses that you can go touch your customer to build, to add more in this emotional bank account. Okay? Birthdays. Ask for people's birthdays. And you don't need the year for privacy issues, but why? So you can send them a card. You can touch them again. Do you follow me? What about anniversaries? So many things you can do. Customer milestones. You want every excuse you can to be all in your customer's business in a good way, beyond the money. You follow me? Makes sense? Okay. How many of you have questions? Because I wonder whether I should talk all day long. Okay, so we only have 2 questions. I'll talk all day long and leave the last 10 seconds for questions. Great. Love it. Don't really mean that. Second thing is offer more. I already said that, but give more. This is another secret to learn about profitability. Once your customers love you, Amazon does this well, and other companies, once your customers has bought product 1 from you, right? They love you, you've wowed them, everything is good. Just like McDonald's. Would you like fries with that, right? You need to have fries in your business. If you don't have French fries in your business, you're losing money. I have French fries in my business. Oh, you hired me to speak? Would you like to do an event too? Oh, would you like some writing? It's not a bad thing. People want it. They want to work with people they know, like, and trust. I want to move on because I want to take questions. Other thing is the upsell. Oh, I'm Charles Truitt. I like Charles Truitt shirts. You bought shirts? Would you like to buy cufflinks? Right? Upsell. Then you have the cross-sell. Oh, you bought a shirt from us? Would you like a ticket to Mars? Well, that's a little far off, but you get my point. The cross-sell, upsell, and add-on. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. I buy your social media services. I'm going to ask you to do my video. Partner with him and her. You follow what I'm trying to say. Don't leave money on the table. Okay, last point, get referrals, and then I'd love to take your questions. And remember, the questions, even if you don't have a chance to ask your question, somebody else may ask the question that can help your business. So the bottom line here I want to say is simply, get referrals. That's it. Once you've done all this, build in a strategy to get referrals for your business. Most people think that customers are leaving you because of money. It's often not that. And so I think this is kind of wrapping it up. And so that's lifecycle marketing. And I'll come to the last slide here, and we'll take some questions. So again, my name is Ramon Ray, at Ramon Ray. Definitely give some love to at AT&T Small Biz. Don't forget to join us. Pick that bag up. BizCircle.att.com has the URL.